Long before the iconic pyramids of Egypt pierced the desert sky, before the ziggurats of Mesopotamia and the temples of Greece and Rome, there existed structures so massive, so mysterious, that modern science still struggles to explain them. Who built these ancient megastructures? What tools did they use? And perhaps more importantly, why do these constructions exist in places that, according to our current understanding of history, should have been devoid of civilization? From the jungles of South America to the plateaus of Turkey, across the frozen tundras of Russia to the rocky hills of India, enormous stone formations, temples, and monuments have been found that predate the Great Pyramids by thousands of years. But here's the real mystery. These weren't built by hunter-gatherers with crude tools. They required advanced mathematics, architectural design, and organized labor. The further back we go in time, the more advanced these megastructures seem to become. Is it possible history is moving backward, or is there something we've missed entirely? The enigma of Göbekli Tepe. Located in southeastern Turkey, Göbekli Tepe is perhaps the most compelling challenge to conventional history. Dating back to around 9,600 BCE, over 11,600 years ago, it is considered the world's oldest known temple. Massive T-shaped pillars weighing up to 20 tons are arranged in circles, some carved with animals and abstract symbols. No evidence of agriculture, permanent housing, or even pottery has been found nearby. So how did people, supposedly still in the Stone Age, organize the labor, planning, and resources necessary to build a site of such complexity? Even today, constructing something on this scale would require sophisticated tools and logistics. Yet, Göbekli Tepe was built when humans were thought to be living in caves. Was it the work of a forgotten civilization, one that predates all others? Or did survivors of an earlier cataclysm pass their knowledge to scattered communities, allowing projects like this to briefly emerge before vanishing into the sands of time? Mysterious megaliths across the globe. Göbekli Tepe is just the beginning. Around the world, other megalithic sites hint at a deep and interconnected prehistory. In Baalbek, Lebanon, the Temple of Jupiter contains some of the largest stones ever used in construction, each weighing over 800 tons. To this day, we don't know how they were moved. In Peru at Sacsayhuaman, enormous interlocking stones were shaped with such precision that not even a blade can pass between them, all without the use of mortar. In India's Ellora caves, entire temple complexes were carved from solid rock. Not built, but excavated down into the earth. Across Easter Island, hundreds of Moai statues stand watch, some weighing up to 82 tons. Who moved them and why remains an unsolved riddle. These feats are not just architectural, they are engineering marvels, and they were achieved long before the invention of cranes, wheels, or pulleys. Impossible technology of the ancients. The traditional explanation that ancient builders used primitive tools over centuries fails to explain the precision, uniformity, and size of these structures. Could ancient civilizations have possessed forgotten technologies, techniques for softening stone, levitating heavy objects, or utilizing sound and vibration for construction? Some researchers suggest that advanced knowledge of acoustics, magnetism, and resonance may have allowed ancient architects to manipulate matter in ways we are only beginning to rediscover. Others believe we're looking at the remains of an earlier cycle of civilization, one possibly destroyed by a global catastrophe, such as the Younger Dryas impact event that triggered massive climate shifts around 12,800 years ago. What if we're not the first high-tech civilization on Earth, just the latest? Cultural memory and myths. Every culture has its stories, myths of great floods, lost golden ages, or sky beings who descended from the heavens to teach humanity. In Mesoamerica, the Aztecs spoke of quetzalcoatl, a feathered serpent who brought knowledge and order. The Dogon tribe of Mali knew of Sirius B, a star invisible to the naked eye, long before modern telescopes. The ancient Egyptians credited their knowledge to the gods from Tepe the first time. Greek myths tell of Atlantis. Indian texts like the Mahabharata describe flying machines, energy weapons, and cities made of gold. Are these just legends or distant memories of real events and civilizations, preserved in oral tradition and metaphoric language? Is it possible these stories, when combined, reveal a truth far older than any pyramid or written text? The archaeological cover-up. Many independent researchers argue that mainstream archaeology has ignored or dismissed evidence that contradicts the established timeline. Sites that don't fit, those that are too old, too advanced, or too inexplicable, are often overlooked, restricted, or explained away. But in recent decades, open-minded scientists and alternative historians have begun re-examining old data through new lenses. Satellite imaging, deep-ground radar, and AI-assisted translations are helping us uncover previously hidden structures, some deep beneath jungle canopies, others buried under the ocean. We are on the verge of rewriting history, but to do that, we must be willing to question what we've been taught. Before the pyramids. If pyramids represent the height of ancient Egyptian engineering, then what came before them? The answer lies in scattered ruins, unclassified artifacts, and the silence between historical records. Across time, clues point to a civilization, or perhaps multiple, that understood the stars, sacred geometry, and the hidden forces of nature. They built with purpose, encoded messages in stone, and left behind structures meant to endure not just time, but memory. These megastructures are not relics of a primitive past. They are the fingerprints of an advanced humanity, one we've forgotten, but one whose legacy still whispers through stone and myth. The final question: who built these ancient megastructures before the pyramids? We may never know for certain, but every year new discoveries emerge, pieces of a puzzle that hint at a lost chapter in human history, one filled with innovation, knowledge, and perhaps even warnings. We stand at a crossroads between science and myth, between what we've been told and what we're beginning to see. Perhaps the answers are still buried, waiting to be uncovered, or perhaps they've been hiding in plain sight all along. Thank you for watching. If you believe history is more than what we've been taught, like, share, and subscribe to Before Time New, where the forgotten past comes alive.